All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the New England Patriots. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's... Taken down back shy of the 20.
Their own 18-yard line.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Check. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Got it. Topper. Hey.
You got to get that. 44.
2nd and 6. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. And Diggs has it. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Easy.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The tackle is back at his own 49.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Let's go! Henry, 51. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Go, Mike 51, Mike. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm down. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Check 3. Let's go. Come on. Swing. Go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Switch gears. Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, let's get that ball.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Mike 29.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On second down, it's Coleman. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
On the ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to set it.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
45, 45, Mike, 45. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Check it out, Reed.
2nd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treat it as such.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Charlie.
52. 52's the line.
Now back to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yeah. Go.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On the double.
44 to Mike. 65. 65. Tight dog.
Hey, alert 3. Now.
He may try and run for this. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
1st down, Vikings.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
There. Five.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
You don't want it. Four to Mike. Mike's 4.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Rock it. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. Crunch. Hey, lock it. Crunch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Coming this way. Here we go. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we go, Mike. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check 43. Look at me. Go. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Get ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Okay, double up. Hatchet. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. And his throw here's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's pick it up. It's our time.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
You ain't going nowhere.
Coleman now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Ito Smith, his first carry. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward. On 1st down, Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the 17, Brissett looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give him 30 yards there.
1st down, Vikings.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Go.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Gone, gone.
Deuce, deuce. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Bang, 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 bang.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
All day, baby, all day.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Check 37, check 37. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Check.
Leo.
They'll run with Madison. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Squeeze. He's checking. Crash.
And to give this time to the tailback. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Here's 2nd and 8. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Kill.
Go out. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he'll give it here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Here we go. Hey, watch it.
Bam. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on out here. Come get some.
Here's Coleman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Coleman. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
It's going to be a long day. Eddie West, a long day.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 28.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Dorsett on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the returner. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, They don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Brissett throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hernandez. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value. That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They'll have to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I got you. I got you. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Trick the edge, trick the edge. Snap.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
We take a win. Hey, lock it. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Watch the safety.
And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
44th and Mike. 44th and Mike. Check, check.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
At their own 15-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check. Check. Hot route. Hot, hot. Jet, cover. Set. 22. Jet, cover. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Ricky.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Throw left side complete. It's Hernandez. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Let's bring it. Check. Fresno. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Six, pull it high. Go. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go. He's time to read. He's time to
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught by Watkins. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Complete to Sammy Watkins. It's a gain of 10.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A gain there of 21 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On the ready.
52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Ready.
This one out quickly to Watkins. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The Vikings on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Leo.
They run the counter. Hines. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the double. Lock 57. Defense wins championships, baby.
This is Coleman. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
All day. All day. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. 25. Hey, Sam on. 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the traffic, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
The sack on the field. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Know your job.
And they take a knee.
The sack on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called